What's up, Affordable Armory folks? How y'all doing? Today I got a fun video for you. We're going to be talking about my Smith and Wesson Model 65 revolver. If this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Without further ado, let's head over to the workbench and we'll talk about this gun. Okay, so here we are at the workbench. First thing I'll do is show you that it is in fact clear. There you can see nothing in there. So this is a Smith and Wesson Model 65-4. And contrary to popular belief, the -4 does not mean 4-inch barrel. The -4 means it is the 4th generation of this pistol. A little bit of history on this gun. They were manufactured from, I believe, the mid-70s, like 1974, I think. This is when they first came out. And they were manufactured all the way up until the early 2000s. This gun is essentially, from my research, it is the matte stainless version of the Model 13, which was in itself a 357 Magnum version of the Model 10. So, what does that mean? Well, that means this is a K-frame revolver. It's bigger than the J-frame, smaller than the L and N frame. And the Model 13 was initially introduced to, I believe, the New York State Police. That's what I read. And this version, the stainless version, was introduced by the Oklahoma Highway Patrol. They requested it from Smith and Wesson. So that's kind of cool because I'm originally from Oklahoma, and then it was also later adopted by the Texas Department of Corrections, or Correctional Justice, whatever they call it. Now this one, most of these, when you find them, are going to be reissued guns. So they're going to be from a department that sold them to somebody, and that's how they got them. This one, I do not believe is one of those. I think this was just a brand new gun purchased off the shelf because there's no markings on it whatsoever. There you can see. No police markings on it. No, like, hey, department number so-and-so. This is an original gun, and if the guy I bought it from saw it now, he would probably cry because, fun story, I bought this at a gun show. I had been shooting guns for maybe a year and a half, 2 years at the time, and I just decided I wanted a revolver. And didn't have any particular make or model in mind. I just wanted one, and I didn't want to spend like $1,500 or something on a nice Colt. I just wanted a revolver. So I was at a gun show, and this guy had a display of all these revolvers. He had this gun. He had several different variants of the Model 686, which would be the more popular modern revolver than this one. And just anyway, they were clearly his babies because every time you would pick one up and set it back down, he would pick it up with a cloth and like wipe off all the fingerprints and stuff. I thought it was kind of funny. So if he saw it now, he would probably cry. You can see it's dirty. I need to clean it, but that's because I shoot my guns. Having said that, I've looked on Gunbroker recently and seen these for around $500, and that's for like a well-used one with like crappy grips and like scratches on it and stuff. For about $600, you can get a much nicer one. I saw one for as much as, it was almost $900. I think it was $895 was the list price. But that one, it was listed as like new in box, and it came with the original box, which is rare. Like, you don't typically find guns like this and still have the original box. So that's why that one was so expensive. But anyway, I paid $400 for this thing off the guy, and I think it was a heck of a deal because this thing is one heck of a shooter. So we'll move on from price to capacity. I already opened the cylinder earlier, but you can see it is a 6-shot gun. 357 Magnum or 38 Special. I mostly shoot 38 Special in it, but I have put some Magnum rounds through it. Accuracy, I'll roll some footage, but I'll tell you, this is my most accurate shooting gun. I shoot this better than any other pistol I own. It's absolutely amazing. I used to shoot steel with it when I was living in Texas, and I've had people come up and be like, do you ever miss? And I'm like, not with this gun. So anyway, let me roll some footage real quick of me shooting it, and you can see how accurate it is. Reliability, never had an issue with it. It's about what you would expect from a revolver. When people say revolvers are reliable, they're not wrong. Yes, you can have problems, but I've never had any problems with it. You can see that cylinder locks up like it's supposed to. If I cock the hammer, it turns and locks like it's supposed to. You can see also, this is the older style with the firing pin is on the hammer itself. Later generations, the firing pin was moved internal and not on the hammer. So I don't remember which generation, probably generation 5 or 6 and on were the models where the firing pin was replaced. Let's talk about ergonomics and feel. The gun feels amazing. I've put these VZ grips on here, which I think, one, make it look super cool. The gray and black just to me is awesome. Originally, when I bought the gun, it came with the original wood grips, which I need to find because they're worth some money. The guy, when I bought it, told me that if I didn't want the wood grips, I could sell them to a guy a couple booths over. He'd buy them from me for 75 bucks. And I've researched that recently just out of curiosity, and that's very true to this day. The lowest price I saw was about 75 bucks, and I saw them going for upwards of $150. Anyway, he also gave me these grips with the gun. I thought that was pretty cool. Like, not only did he give me a heck of a deal at $400 for this gun, but he threw in this is, I believe, a Hogue. Yep, there it is, Hogue grip. And that's what I shot with this gun for years. I had these on there. I took the wood grips off, and it was fine. It never quite fit right for some reason. This back piece right here stuck out just a hair, so it didn't quite line up with this metal right here. It kind of stuck out just a hair, and I could have probably shaved that off or something and made it fit right, but I mean it shot just fine, so it didn't really bother me. But I don't know, last year, a couple months ago maybe, I don't remember exactly when, I decided that, you know, I wanted to fancy this gun up a little bit, so I bought these VZ grips for it, and I just think they look nicer. They're nice and smooth. They got a little bit of texture to them, but it's not what I would call like grippy texture. It's actually kind of smooth. I just think they look nice. And then as far as the feel of the gun, it's a little heavy, so I wouldn't recommend carrying it, although I have carried it, just not very often. I think maybe twice I've carried this gun. The sights, you can see it's a plain ramp sight. Some people like to paint that orange. It makes it a little bit more high vis. I haven't found the need to do that. Then your rear sight is the notch style. Now they also make the Model 64, which is a 38 special, and the 66, which is 357 also, and those are basically this gun, but they have adjustable rear sights on them, and I think you can still get those today. I think those have been either reintroduced or they're still making them. Don't quote me on that because I haven't researched it, but I think you can still get a Model 66. Let's talk about trigger press. This thing has a fantastic trigger. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the double action. There you go, 6 pounds, 15 ounces for your double action. That is really low for a double action. I happen to find it to be fantastic. So let's go ahead and do the single action just so you can see. There you go, your average of 5 single action trigger presses, 1 pound, 13.6 ounces. That is super light. So that is another reason that I would probably never carry this gun. Like I said, I have carried this gun, but I would not recommend it as a carry gun. Alright, so purpose of this gun, I'm going to have to say that if a gun like this is just to take out to the range every once in a while and have fun shooting. It's an absolute joy to shoot this gun. The recoil on it with 38 special is negligible. It has a little bit of kick with 357 Magnum, but like I said, I mostly shoot 38 special through it. It's a fun plinking gun to take to the range. Because it's heavier than some other guns of this style, like I said, it's easy to shoot. It's extremely accurate. Feels good in the hand. It's just a fun gun to shoot. I would not recommend it as a home defense gun. The sights they're not ideal for that. I wouldn't really recommend it as a gun to keep in your car either. I mean, this gun to me is it's not really a safe queen per se, because like I said, I do take it out and shoot it quite often. But it's a gun to have fun with at the range, to show your friends, that type of thing. Overall, I'm extremely satisfied with this gun. It is an absolute joy to shoot, and if you can find one for a reasonable price, I say get it. So there you have it, guys. There's my Smith and Wesson Model 65-4. Absolutely love this gun. Do me a favor and leave a comment below. Tell me what's your favorite gun to just pull out of the safe, take it to the range, show off to your friends, and just have a good time shooting with. Or tell me what's the best deal you've ever got on a gun that you just bought because you wanted that gun. And again, if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me so you'll find out when future videos come out. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, head over to affordable-armory.com. That's where the blog lives. We've got merch there, so you can buy yourself a hat like this one. We've got t-shirts, mugs, and stuff like that. All of our social media links are there, and all of our affiliate links are there, so you can save yourself some money on something you were going to buy anyway. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.